have been looking for a very good electric pump for my Bonneville. The pump I had previously is too large to carry on the motorcycle, and its gauge is not very accurate, which meant that I had to buy a separate electronic tire gauge. What I've also been interested in is a pump that will shut off automatically when the correct tire pressure is reached. Triumph recommends 32 psi for the front tire and 36 psi for the rear tire. So I looked on Amazon and I found a ZTK, that's Zulu Tango Kilo, brand tire inflator that can inflate to a maximum of 150 psi. The other piece of equipment that I purchased separately was an elbowed valve extender. There's a couple parts in this video where you'll notice the video and the audio is a little out of sync. I had to re-record some of this audio after the fact because the audio quality was not very good in my garage. Okay, so I've got the extender with the right angle on it so that I can attach to it easily. And now let's open up this portable inflator. So it's battery powered. So I have opened it before to take a look at it. It's got the end where the inflator tube goes in. On the other side, it's got the power port for the battery charging. And then on the front, it's got the gauge. And you can set the units. And then you can set what you want it to inflate to. So this is a tiny little hose, which is why, again, having the extender here will really help. Okay, I assume that that's good. Let's put it on there, and then let's turn it on. So the units is already set to PSI. It's set to 30. So I'm gonna put it down to 30, 32 PSI. Well, it inflated to 32.5 before it shut off. To be honest, I really don't know why it shut off at 32.5. I'm going to check the inflation with my other and this is the problem with inflating your bike tires is, getting a good seal on any of these things so that they can get an accurate reading. Well, that took it down to about 25 psi, so let's yeah, that's too low. Yeah, I think it must just automatically inflate to 1/2 psi above what you set it to give you a little bit of extra air, so when you disconnect, you don't lose too much. Okay, I've got to move the bike a little to get to the rear wheel filler. My rear wheel is awfully dirty. I gotta get that cleaned. So let's try this on this tire. Again, according to Triumph, the rear tire should be inflated to 36. So the nice thing is that it gives you an immediate read that it's at 35. So if I hit plus to get it to 36, and then turn it on. Oh, that one seemed to stop right at 36. Okay, so I don't know why the front tire overinflated by 1/2. Maybe it was something that I did. Okay, so that is the this battery powered portable tire inflator. So this is the ZTK, that's Zulu Tango Kilo tire inflator that I purchased on Amazon. It will inflate to 150 psi The price at the time I bought it was $27.99. I will put the link to the product in the description below. Inside the box, you'll also find a small instruction book, which I had not read prior to making this video, along with a small baggie with adapters for sports balls, and I think it even has a couple stem adapters for European valve stems. And then finally the velveteen pouch that the pump comes in. If I had read the instructions, I would have learned that after pressing the plus or minus to get the appropriate tire pressure, I could wait for 3 seconds until it's set, or I could press the unit key immediately to set the appropriate tire pressure. Overall, my impression of the product is favorable. I like the fact that when you plug it onto the tire initially, you get an accurate read of what the current tire pressure is. I like the fact that when you use the plus and minus keys, if I had only read the instructions first, I would have learned after setting the right tire pressure, I could have hit the unit key to immediately lock in that tire pressure for the inflation point. But that all seemed to work fine. I will put a link to the product on Amazon down in the description of this video if you're interested in looking at it on Amazon. And yeah, I rode the bike 200 miles after inflating the tires. The inflation seemed great. The pump was easy to use.